Welcome to Zen and the Voyage of the Naughty Knots. This morning we're investigating, we are together inquiring into exploring the naughty knot of MAGA, GOP, and Trump. I'm 88 and I've been around long enough to watch the modern GOP that was fathered by Nixon and has progressed and grown and morphed down through the decades until we end up with Trump. It's like Trump is the final solution of the modern GOP. So what is the naughty knot, or this magic knot of the GOP that existed through decades, tying America into knots, tying America into a cultural war, tying America into a knot that would not release? A real knot releases. You have a knot, you figure it, you untie it, and it's released. That's it. That's the secular world. The secular world is a world where knots are rational. You figure out why the knot, what ties the knot, you release the knot, and you move on. But a naughty knot is a knot that is both religious and secular. And you can't untie a religious knot. A religious knot would be Christianity is a religious knot of Jesus. Is a religious knot that won't untie. So it moves through history. It keeps morphing into new religions, not documents, but denominations. Look around here in Blackstone, Southern Virginia. There are the mainstream knots here in town made of brick. You got the Baptist, the Episcopal, the Methodist, and the Presbyterian, all brick, stable houses. But then in the outskirts, as you go out through the country, there are subdivisions. There are Pentecostal churches, and each one has its own name. So it's like the big knots became little knots, each one unique with its own little knot. So what is the knot that keeps people going to these churches, you see? It's if it were what I call naughty knots, because the knot isn't untied. It keeps you coming back to try and get rid of the knot. So we go to communion to get rid of the knot of sin. We go to church service to get rid of the knot of guilt and sin. Oh, I'm a sinner. Forgive me. Catholic Church created a knot and then forgave you of the knot. So everybody stayed inside. So the Protestant denominations are all mini knots. Each one, though, with the same knot. Oh, if I have sinned, I feel guilty, and I come to church to get free from that sense of guilt. During the week, I commit sins. On Sunday, I'm washed. During the week, I'm a sinner. I do my little sins, my little lusts, my little addictions, my little obsessions. But on Sunday, I get washed clean, put on clean clothes, take a bath, go to church. Then I get ready for the next week, you see. So this knot gets kicked down the road. And the GOP created that same kind of knot. After Nixon, or with Nixon, they invited the displaced Southern Democrats, who were Baptists, Southern Baptist Democrats, who left the party because of civil rights, and they were looking for a home, And Lee Atwater said, hey, Tapnick, hey, invite them in. We'll give them a home. So Nixon invited the lost Southern Democrats, segregationists, into the home and created the modern GOP, where with one hand is secular, and it works with social with policies, but the other hand is religious. So the religious hand ties a knot out of which you cannot get unless you join the Republican Party and vote for it. So what's the knot of the religious knot? You see, before the conservatives were a principle conservatism, you see, rational conservatism, logical conservatism, business people, practical service men, the GOP, and it was the Democrats who were passionate and subject to whims of the people. The Republicans were stable, conservative, principled, law-abiding, strong, masculine. Democrats were feminine. They don't know how to, just wishy-washy, emotional. You can't stick with anything. Flip-flop, you see. Don't vote for them. They can't lead. So this was they kept the Southern Democrats in the Republican Party by giving them naughty knots. So what is a naughty knot? Abortion. You'll be for life. You'll be pro-life. But then you have to kill the mother. So that makes the Democrats the opposite. We're for the mother, but not the fetus, you see. So now we have a naughty knot. There's no way to untie this knot. You're either for the mother or for the fetus. Which one? Which one are you going to kill? That's a naughty knot. You can't untie it. So that kept every election, they bring up the naughty knot. Are you for the fetus and for life, or are you for the evil mother who wants to kill the baby? This created a knot, and so this knot would come every election. They'd pull out the naughty knots, and the imported Southern Democrats who became Southern Republicans would roll out to vote to get free from the knot, from the guilt. So voting became a church service. Voting became vicarious freedom from the moral knot that the GOP created. It's perfect. And there were several moral knots. Gay marriage. You can go back, now it's trans. Now it's immigration. One knot after another. That cannot be untied because they mix the strings of religion and secular policy, rational policy together. Religion is irrational. It's not rational. Secular world is rational, logical, practical. Religion is illogical and not practical. Religion is a whole different domain. Religion is another dimension. But when you mix them on the same playing field, with soccer and secular, you end up with these damn knots. These damn knots. America is tied in a knot. And Trump came to destroy America or save it. That's a knot. We don't know. Thanks for dropping in. Subscribe and share. Let's keep this knot going down the road.